come off stage? How was it?
It was actually really, really good. The cheesy and obvious thing to say is it was probably the best of the tour, but for us playing wise and performing wise and the crowd, like their energy too, yeah, I think it was the best so far.
Cool. Well, you're on the tour with Tremonti. What's it like playing to sort of his type of crowd?
It's like he's a bit more metal as opposed to like rock and roll, so there is a difference. But you can see the vibe of the crowd's different when he's on than when we're on. I think we bring something slightly different, and I don't know. It's a good pairing, I think.
Definitely. Well, I was saying the last time I spoke to you, Sid, was a year ago at Hammerfest, and you guys are a really different band now. How have things changed for Heaven's Basement since then?
We just played a lot more together, really, and toured a lot to the album, wrote better songs, and
just a whole package in general.
Yeah, we just because Hammerfest, we were still kind of starting out as a lineup.
That was only about my 25th or 30th show with the band.
So you need to be keeping count, I guess.
Yeah. But you kind of run out of excuses when you get past 30, I think.
But the funny thing is, I remember playing that show and thinking that was pretty good.
That was really good as well. But that's like each gig, we get this thing where we're like, oh, this is good, it's getting better. So we're on this kind of gradual slope.
Yeah, we're kind of like our worst critics in a way. We always try and push ourselves and make ourselves a lot better. I remember playing the first version of I Am Electric there as well.
Yeah, and we played Descendant into Madness.
Did we?
B-side.
Well, I mean, I remember last time I spoke to you guys, I mean, we're from North Wales, we've come a long way today, and we're really out of the way, and obviously you're playing a bigger crowd in Manchester. Do you guys prefer playing in the sort of off the beaten track places? So I remember last time I spoke to you, you said you're kind of guys are rooted in club shows, although your sound's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Would you say that's changed now the album's come out?
I think the best thing about all of it is variety. So it's awesome to come and play. Like we played in Manchester 8 or 9 days ago in a box to 150 people that went mental, that were there to see us, knew all the songs, got well involved straight away. And then when you go play a support act, and as a support act, and everyone's kind of trying to suss you out, and then you're trying to win them over the whole time. That's awesome too, and you're on a big stage. So it's all about keeping it different and keeping it fresh. I think they're all different challenges, but all really good fun.
Awesome. Your latest album, Filthy Empire's literally just come out. Yeah. And how's it been going down live so far?
It's went down really well. Like as I said on stage just earlier on, we've ended up in our first week in the UK charts, like at number 9. Like none of us expected that. So that, cheers to everyone that went out there and bought it, because we didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah. Well, it was recorded by John Feldman. He's done all sorts of stuff, right? What made you choose him as a producer?
Kind of just happened more than anything, because we worked with like various people, and then Feldman just came in as like a left wing sort of like, oh, let's try this, and then within like a couple of days after writing a few little bits and bobs with him and getting some stuff recorded, it was like, oh, let's continue this, and we sacked off everything else that we had to do for that trip in America, and went headlong into it.
Well, your sound is real sort of fun. I think it's real sort of energetic rock and roll. Was that something deliberate decision when writing the album to kind of maybe bring that back a bit, or did you just?
It's just what we are. We grew up playing that stuff, and that's if we were in our spare time. That's probably what we go to listen to first, kind of thing. It's like the debut album you write for yourself, really, because you're just starting out, and we wrote songs that we get off on, and then I think that's echoed. You can hear that when you listen to the album. You can tell that it's pretty sincere, and that's what we want. And from the response of the fans so far, they seem to be they seem to acknowledge.
You're
that.
right though. We wrote songs that if I wasn't in a band, I would want to go and see that band, or I want to listen to that album. So it's kind of self-indulgent in a way. But fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, is there a direct path for you guys? Is there a particular direction artistically that you want to take the band, or are you just seeing what happens?
Just want to progress and grow. I think that's all that anyone really cares about. It doesn't matter whether we're playing, as you said earlier on, a box or a fucking stadium. The most important thing about doing this album was that we knew that if we did it right, we would be able to see the progression and growth in the band. And I think that's what we're getting out of it now. It's proven. So
we just want to play loud guitars. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, if we happen to write songs that other people like, that's brilliant. But if we don't, as long as we can still do that.
And if that doesn't work, we'll do a dubstep album, because no one's done that yet.
and in terms of where you're taking the band, physically, I mean, you guys have got a great year planned. You've got Hellfest, you're playing Download, is it?
Yeah, we've got like fucking like 16 festivals booked or something stupid. Like, not all of them are announced.
Yeah.
We're going to next thing up, we're going to America and Canada, which will be the second time this year. It's only February. And then touring around Europe in April, Black Veil Brides, and then back to the States to do some festivals, back to England to do festivals, and then Europe. And so, yeah, we're going to be busy.
And I think like the reason for that demand of Heaven's Basement is you guys have really been pushed through the social media. I mean, I've really seen a lot of you guys. You got 3 videos just released, which have been awesome. You're all over Facebook, I've seen. Do you think that's you guys are kind of adapted to the music industry, as it were? Is that something that's been important for your band, or have you just something that's just happened?
We've always been out there to get it. It's just whether people want to hear it or not. So the fact that everything's busy on the internet, it's not really our doing. It's just the fact that people like it. Like, we came off stage earlier and we already had like hundreds of like messages, and like there was like, you know, people talking about the gig and stuff like that. And it's that you can't fake it. That's just coming because people want to talk about it.
But also you can see it as we've always made sure we're a band that when we finish playing and stuff like that, we go out and see people like at the merch booth or whatever and have a chat at the end and stuff like that. That's just the online version of doing that. By being on your Facebook and Twitter and keeping everyone up to date, it's just that kind of digital version of it, really.
Cool. And well, anyway, to finish our interview, last time I spoke to you, said I asked you to pick one song to sum up the Heaven's Basement sound, and you said, "Oh, well, it'd be one we wrote the other day." So
which one was that?
You didn't say the name.
It might have been I'm Electric.
Oh right, cool. Well,
but
because that was just after we wrote a batch.
It could have been I'm Electric.
Oh shit! Did we play Hammerfest with the old chorus? We must have done.
Yes, we did.
We did.